Today on Rappler. Alleged POGO boss Tony Yang is arrested on criminal charges while detained on immigration offenses. The search for the 34 missing sabungeros begins in Taal Lake. At least 8 Filipinos are rescued after a Houthi attack in the Red Sea. The government plans to negotiate with the United States after it raised tariffs. And Sharon Cuneta says she is now at peace after dropping her cyber libel complaint against Cristy Fermin. Alleged POGO boss Tony Yang has been arrested on criminal charges even while he was detained on immigration offenses as an undesirable alien. The Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission says Yang was arrested Wednesday night, July 9, at the agency's temporary custodial facility. A Chinese national, Yang is accused of the crimes of falsification of public documents, perjury, and violation of the law on the use of aliases. He is the brother of Michael Yang, a Duterte administration economic advisor who was involved in a number of anomalous government contracts. Yang was first arrested at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3 in September 2024 for administrative violations of immigration laws. The Bureau of Immigration denied Yang's request for bail and he has since remained in the custody of PAOK. Although Yang's criminal cases are bailable, he will likely remain in detention for his immigration offenses. When he was first arrested in NAIA, Yang was found in possession of fake IDs, gun licenses, and almost 1.4 million pesos in cash and other illegal items. In a Senate hearing in September 2024, Yang admitted to using a fake Filipino birth certificate. 4 years since 34 cockfight enthusiasts went missing, authorities begin searching for them on Thursday, July 10, with a preliminary dive into Taal Lake. The Philippine Coast Guard carried out a preliminary dive into the vast body of water ahead of the actual search that will begin on Friday, July 11. The search was prompted by a statement from suspect Julie alias Dondon Patidongan, who earlier claimed the sabungeros were abducted, then dumped into the lake in Batangas. The Department of Justice is leading the search effort. Citing experts, DOJ spokesman Miko Clavano says they are confident at least some remains may be found. Thursday's dive was meant to prepare the Coast Guard for what they plan to be an exhaustive search across the vast body of water from sunrise to sundown. The DOJ says the search will run until it yields results. Interest in the case of the missing sabungeros resurged recently after Patidongan claimed businessman Atong Ang and actress Gretchen Barreto were perpetrators. Ang and Barreto have denied the allegations. At least 8 Filipino seafarers are rescued after Houthi rebels attacked their vessel in the Red Sea off Yemen. The Department of Migrant Workers confirmed this on Wednesday, July 9. Of the 22 crew members of Eternity Sea, 21 are Filipinos while 1 is Russian. Some of the crew were found in the water wearing life jackets. 2 others have been rescued on Thursday, 1 Indian and 1 Greek security guard, bringing the number of those rescued so far to 10. Rescue operations continue for the crew of the Liberian-flagged, Greek-operated bulk carrier, which sank after it was attacked on July 7 and 8. There were earlier reports of 4 casualties, but the DMW has yet to say whether they included Filipinos. Another 11 people are still missing. DMW Secretary Hans Kakdak says the seafarers themselves are the best source to confirm the reports. However, Philippine officials had yet to communicate with them as of Wednesday evening. While the Yemeni Houthis have long targeted ships in the area, these are the first reported deaths involving shipping in the Red Sea since June 2024. Apart from Eternity Sea, the Houthis attacked another ship, MV Magic Seas, which had 17 Filipino crew on board. They were all reported safe and accounted for and are set for repatriation. The DMW reminds seafarers of their right to refuse sailing if their vessel will pass through the Red Sea or the Gulf of Aden. If they waive this right, they are entitled to double compensation and bonuses, although the DMW does not encourage this. The government plans to negotiate with the U.S. after it issued 20% tariff notices to trading partners, including the Philippines, which is higher than the previously announced 17%. Philippine Special Assistant to the President for Investment and Economic Affairs Secretary Frederick Go says, Philippine trade representatives will be visiting Washington next week for bilateral trade meetings with U.S. officials to discuss tariff concessions. Asked how the tariffs will impact the Philippine economy, Go says,
Kinocompute po yan ngayon ng NEDA. So when we go there, we will be negotiating what we can offer for the reciprocal tariff.
Go says it looks like the Philippine semiconductor exports will not be affected by the August 1st tariffs. Data from the Office of the U.S. Trade Representative shows trade between Manila and Washington reached an estimated $23.5 billion in 2024. Actress Sharon Cuneta says she is now at peace after she and her husband, Senator Kiko Pangilinan, dropped their cyber libel complaint against showbiz columnist Cristy Fermin. In an Instagram post, the megastar said she couldn't just throw away her friendship with Fermin. Showbiz insider Oji Diaz shared on Facebook on Tuesday, July 8, that the couple had withdrawn their lawsuit against Fermin and that they are now on good terms. This after Fermin publicly apologized to the couple on her YouTube channel. She later met with Koneta and Pangilinan at the Makati Regional Trial Court, where they formally withdrew their complaint. The couple sued Fermin in May 2024 over her allegedly malicious statements that caused them humiliation and ridicule. At the time, Fermin said she understood their reaction to her statements but did not immediately give a response. And that's today's wrap. I'm Kara Oliver. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Raptor's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.